Hey guys, I actually forgot the shameless plug last video. You heard me talking about my cosplay group's channel, where there's others. Yeah, that would be IBaka. Um, it's actually supposed to be I equals Baka, but since YouTube and Google doesn't recognize equal signs in the header in like usernames, yeah, we can't do that. Um, but let's see. Anime review. That's right. That's what this video is. So this will be basically, since this is still only the 4th episode, second going up on this gaming channel. I'm still gonna do a little description intro of what this is. This is basically where I take some animes that I've watched or have finished, or decided are absolute and complete crap, as it sometimes happens. Sorry, got a text from my girlfriend. Unprofessional. But like I said, only 4th video in my entire YouTube career. It's basically happened within 2 days. Basically, I review them, rate them on originality, or character development, animation style, plot development, plot originality, and basically whether or not I recommend it or not. I may even start doing, because I kind of did like what would be the best archetype for this particular anime and who would like it. And so I've decided, I'm gonna do Avenger for this. Now this is Avenger, the anime, not Avengers, the Marvel superhero equivalent of the Justice League. So basically, Avenger, general plot is about, and you don't even have to worry about spoilers here because I've only watched 1 episode of Avenger. I know this is contradictory to what I just said, but Avenger is an absolutely horrible anime that I have no desire whatsoever to watch another episode or at all even finish it, and I've gotten enough to basically review it. Now, if you guys want to watch all of it and just be like, oh no, this is the best anime ever, please feel free to. So the reasons I think Avenger is so horribly bad, and I would give it a 1 out of 10, is because, alright, it has no transition and coherency in the story. What I mean is, actually, in terms of originality, it's relatively original. It takes place on Mars. There's many cities on Mars. They have gladiators, and in the and they have a giant gladiatorial tournament. I don't actually know the lore. I think it's like every decade or something. And if you win, you get major bukus of fame and stuff. General gladiatorial stuff. But they don't have any children. No children have been born on Mars in 10 years. And they're basically been replaced by these things called dolls, which are sorry, my sister walked in. Which are basically plastic replicas, fake children, I guess. That are supposed to actually be able to do stuff. So it basically starts out as you're walking on this chick, and she's basically thrown away her doll. Don't know why. No backstory onto why she got rid of it. No backstory on her. Basically, it started out like, how some animes can start out in the middle or like at the end and be like, oh, we're going back and explaining why all this is happening. If it did that, basically it starts out like that, but then it doesn't go back and explain. It kind of just like, okay, we expect you to know all of this, and if you don't, too bad. And the problem is we don't know this. So I don't know if if it's actually the second season and there's something else that I'm missing, in which case, I mean, hey, if you guys know, let me know. Because it actually is like I said, I like the concept, because you're basically following one particularly strong gladiator and all her emotional deal. But the reason I hate it is, like I said, no transition. In the very end of the first episode, I don't know if this counts as spoiler since it's the first episode, but basically, the main character, and another person, gladiator, are fighting. And, you see him jump up and her jump up, and they do all these kind of cool, but she's not throwing any punches, she's just dodging, barely. And then you see her land down, and she's just like, all like, think Mortal Kombat style, ready to be fatalitized, and she's like, kill me. And then when he hesitates for a second, she like fist punches of death. Falco stabs his throat off. Well, not actually throat off. He just like falls to the ground and like, duh. But you don't actually see her move. You see her going, oh, kill me. And then all of a sudden it's a scene of two fingers just jabbing out. Followed by her then walking away with the doll she'd thrown out and looked all sad to have met again. Walking away from Mars when she just won the gladiator competition to be the city's gladiator, or the challenge for the city's gladiatorship. And that's pretty much how it ends. And you just really have no idea why, what happened, or anything. Then kind of just happened. In terms of drawing animation style, and artistic point of view, I think it's kind of, well, personally in my opinion, crap. I think the producers were doing it on purpose because it's supposed to be Mars, gritty, dirty, sandy. But it doesn't work out well. It's very, well, if that was their intention, it worked out perfectly because it was very grimy, very like pixelated. I almost want to say, very like dusty, and it just didn't look all that overall polished and like professional, which really upsets me because, like I said, the storyline, I feel as if they could go really, really far, but they're not succeeding because of that lack of animation style and that lack of transition. Like, I could put up with the animation style. I can't at all put up with the lack. I mean, you really it's as if, like, one of those clicky photo thingamajiggers where, like, I'd get they're really old, but you'd click the thing and it'd show you one picture, you'd click another and it switches to another. You click again and it shows you like another photo. I feel as if it's like that, except all the photos are barely related to each other, and you don't know why you're being shown this. Because it really is, it's just very random and sporadic. Like, there's not, I feel as if there's like a really good depth analysis of the human condition. Sorry, that's AP English coming out in me. Plot line behind it, but it's just not being conveyed because they're not transitioning well enough that the viewer can actually notice what the hell's going on. So, overall, I mean, it was just absolutely very hard to follow, very hard to stay entertained in if I don't know what's going on. So, that's why I'm giving it a 1 out of 10. really the only thing stopping it from getting a 0 is because of that plot. It has a decent plot possibility. It's just in execution, it's kind of failing. That's about all that I can say for Avenger. I was gonna do this whole sarcastic bit where I was like 11 out of 10 would recommend. Go check it out. But yeah, I can't even lie to you guys like that because it really is just it's a horrible anime. I really feel bad for the producers because I know they must have tried so hard, and they must have thought it would be this amazing anime, and it's just kind of falling flat on its face. So yeah, would not recommend. I mean, if you want to watch it, go ahead, by all means, but don't say I didn't warn you. For people who would actually enjoy watching this, people who enjoy that gritty, dirty art style, go ahead. It's going to be great for you. People who don't mind not having that big a story or coherency in story, go ahead. It's going to be your anime. Other than that, not many people will like this at all. So I basically figured now for the next 2.5 minutes that this video goes on for, I'm going to talk about my plans for the channel again. Well, specifically for the series on this channel. If you don't know already, there are more episodes of this anime review on my cosplay group's channel, IBaka. There's also going to be a whole bunch more anime stuff on that channel. Naked cosplayers. No, we're not cosplaying naked. No, we're not naked. It's basically like vlogs. I don't even really want to call it naked cosplayers. It's really us vlogging. But I mean, it's a cool concept. We already got one of those up, and I think it brings a real insight into our personal lives, which, yeah, that's a thing. That's another thing. I feel as if my catchphrase or something is going to become "it's a thing" because I've said it in every one of my videos. So I just want to say, you guys are all beautiful. You guys want to, yeah. You see, that's the thing. I feel as if people today aren't being called beautiful enough anymore, or real beautiful. So I just want to say, you're beautiful. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.